again, I believe.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the notification to move forward. I hope you guys joined, log back in. Sorry for the who's stepping out of his comfort zone, trying something new. He's entering a new level into his life, and we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to talk about a bunch of wonderful things in the process of doing that. But we are live. Like I said, it's your motivational speaker, your empowerment coach, your author, and your favorite baker's favorite baker, Coach Clee. This is going to be an interactive live, okay? So make sure that you keep those comments flowing, those likes coming, those hearts flowing. But we will address whatever comments or questions that come in, okay? I need to know what the energy levels are. So if you had a good day today, I need you to put a 1 in the comment section. Put a 1 in the comment section if you had a good day today. They're necessary for growth, for character building, they make you appreciate the outstanding days that much more better. So if you had a character building day, put a 2 in the comment section. If you had what I had, outstanding day, you know, I need you to put a 0 in that chunky. Put a 0 in the comment section if you had an outstanding day. It's kind of like there's a bubble and you're right there in the middle of that bubble and nothing can penetrate that bubble. Good. Thank you guys for tuning in. Man, you guys are already on the Facebook page. And if you haven't already done so, hit that like, subscribe button. Follow the page, Coach Clee. We're also on YouTube. This will be uploaded on the YouTube under the same name, Coach Clee. Make sure you subscribe to that channel as well. The website is listed above, workwithclee.com. And on that website, we talk about wonderful things. We have March 4th. It's a motivational empowerment book on helping you find your own breakthrough. We talk about toxic people, toxic situations, taking care. We also have Clarence Stokes, Herb Thompson, Jason Brown. We all wrote No Shade, All Light. There's 25 of our favorite quotes and what they mean to us, so it's over 100 quotes in this book with meaning, okay? This is a good book. If you're having a good day or a character building day, this will help you get you right on track so you can keep moving forward. You just find a quote and go with it, okay? We'll talk about that momentarily, but what I'm most proud of right now is hashtag grudges on the website too. It's the latest book that just dropped in June. We talk about holding on to grudges. We talk about anger. We talk about mistakes. We talk about things that hold you down, things that you need to let go of. Les Brown has a quote that says, if you're holding on to a grudge, it's like holding on to a hot piece of coal and expecting the person that you're mad at to get burnt, and you're the only one that's feeling the effects of that hot coal. Let that thing go and start the healing process and start moving on. And we talk about that roadmap to that for success in that book too. All these books are on the website along with other Delicious Start products. We'll talk about them. We're good to go. What? Now we're gonna move into Shayla's showcase because everyone likes talking, likes seeing what Shayla has to talk about. So she's gonna talk about some of our sponsors. Shayla, say.
We see sheroes and we see heroes, but we don't always see what it takes and what happens behind the scenes of overcoming or maintaining their superhuman abilities in balancing entrepreneurship aligned with work, life, and parenting. This book is an empowering guide featuring bold and truthful advice from several men and women sharing their story of how they do it all. This co-author's edition is the all-in-one resource you need to create your survival guide toolbox with easy-to-use strategies backed by real-life stories, inspirational encouragement, and tools needed to overcome challenges faced by today's parentpreneurs. The leading author is Juliet Jones, and you can find that book on Amazon and BarnesandNoble.com. And if you are looking for a new or used vehicle, please make sure you call.
Sorry.
Make sure you call Amy Troutman at 717-877-4118. She is with Bob Ruth Ford. If you don't want to go in or give her a call, you can also check out new and used vehicles online at bobruthford.com, and she can work with all credit scores, and she will give you fair and honest pricing. And then bear with me, we have Carter's Drink to Shrink. They are new with Shayla's showcase. I think their first time was last week, which was our first show for the month. They offer a natural detox juice that works and is delicious, and I will tell you it is really good. There's a variety of different flavors that you can get. The juice is said this last time. Comprised of 9 herbs, all specifically combined to combat belly fat and to release the body of toxins, waste, and parasites that could be living in our colons and intestines, making it difficult to lose weight. The drinks are consumed in 8-ounce servings and taken 2 to 3 times per day. They are not meal replacement. You will actually have to still eat. They also provide you with a meal plan or a sample meal plan once you get your supplements or your juice. You can lose 5 pounds in 5 days, and make sure you check out their September super sale of buy one, get one free. You can find them at www.cartersdrinktoshrink.com, and the 2 is the number 2. Or you can give them a call at 1-833-2-SHRINK. Also, they have a Facebook group, Carter's Drink to Shrink as well. So they have a lot of platforms. You can check them out in a variety of different ways. Yeah, and that's all I have for this week.
Nice. Wonderful job. Thank you for sharing. Move this camera all the way over here, right here, bam. Gonna readjust it up. Got us a little bit. Up, you bad. Yeah, I did. You know, I need an AV guy. Trying to do the show and do AV is a work in progress, but we're gonna make it work. Come on over. All right. Today, for Back to School Bash, I got a student athlete, okay? And I'm real excited to have him in the lab. I know he's excited to be in the lab as well. And I got a little intro real quick here. I don't own the rights to this, but we're going to have a little fun with this one. And I'll introduce him here in a minute. Theme song, baby. There he goes. That's the theme song?
Yeah.
Here comes the boom, boom, and bounce. My man, we got the boom in the lab. Like I said, he's a student athlete. He's been hugely and widely successful in youth sports and scholastic projects. You know, he's played in the Hall of Fame game. He's also played in the Super Bowl and got the game ball from that Super Bowl, which is seated right here. He's also been in school plays. He's been in church plays. He's an avid reader. He's been in the school band playing various instruments. He's also been a wrestling champ. And he's now entering his first year of high school. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a warm welcome. Give him a lot of thumbs up. Give him tons of hearts. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce the Boom. How you doing today, sir?
I'm feeling great.
Good. Give me a high five. I appreciate you coming in the lab because, man, we had a huge discussion for a long time about you coming here, and now you made it here. You've done a lot of things behind the scenes. Ladies and gentlemen, he does things behind the scenes that most of you aren't aware of, and he doesn't get enough credit for. I thank you for that. And sometimes things that don't get posted on the website or the YouTube page or the Coach Clee page is you've done a couple videos yourself, but they're just kind of having fun and playing around, huh?
Yeah.
Exactly. Boom, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Favorite sports are football and basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I like to learn about space and planets and different stars.
Okay.
I like to play instruments like the drum and the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to do school plays.
Yeah. You've done. I think you've dabbled in a little bit of all of that before. But right now, we're going to take a little pause for the cause because this is one of your favorite drinks right in front of you, isn't it? And you've been dying to open it, haven't you? You already took a sip. What is this?
Stark
alkaline water.
Yes.
What do you think about this?
It's refreshing.
It is refreshing. It's pretty good. And I know you drink your weight in gold in it. I see a couple viewers on. Sign is on. Patrice is on. Miracle's on. Amina's on. Coach Steve's on. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please tag, like, and share. Anything you want to say to them real quick?
Thank you for stopping by.
Absolutely. So, in the spirit of Stark water, because I know that you like to drink it a lot too, it is refreshing, it is healthy. It's Stark alkaline water. It helps reduce the acid in your body, neutralize the acid in your body. The more acid your body has, the more susceptible you are to cancers, common colds, diseases. If you neutralize that acid, you're hydrated, you sleep better, you lose weight, and it just tastes better. It tastes like a fresher version of water. But we'll talk about all that later. That's on the website. Inbox me, text me, get a hold of me if you want to sample some. But I want to get into this interview real quick because I'm excited to see this guy sitting in this black and white plaid shirt with the CT on it. Did y'all catch that? Tell us a little bit about you playing sports and coming up throughout the course of your life.
Well, the first sport I ever played was soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started from Smurf wrestling. I think I started at 6.
And you started at 5. Mm-hmm.
Then I played all the way up till 14. So
For wrestling or football?
Football.
Football, okay.
But in between those, I did wrestling and basketball. And I also did baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I did track. And I did karate.
Karate, yeah, you got your wide range of sports. I remember in kindergarten, see, I got this up here, it's been saved. Let me show this. Got some kindergarten pictures. This is your first year playing football. You made this poster you used to hang up in your room. It says star. You had a couple goals on here that you wanted to grow up and be a star football player for the Indians, and you wanted to run fast on the football field and be ultimate nice. Yep, playing football. And, I mean, you've achieved some of that. You still have a huge career ahead of you. But, I mean, some of your accomplishments, talk about this game ball. Because you got this in the Super Bowl, right?
I got the game ball 2015.
Mm-hmm.
The year I won the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I had a touchdown, sacks, a lot of tackles.
Mm-hmm.
I blocked good for my teammates.
Mm-hmm.
I had a crazy run.
Mm-hmm. You did have a crazy run.
And I saved a kick return.
You did.
On like the 2-yard line.
Mm-hmm. And that crazy run, I remember coaching on the sideline. I remember yelling, and I know you didn't hear me, but you started one side, and then you came back another, and the whole defense, looks like 8 members of the defense was right there looking like they were about to clobber you. And I'm yelling, what are you doing? And you turned it up, and you gained, I forget how many yards, but you were dancing and jigging on that one. Yeah, man. Yeah. And that Super Bowl, how did you prepare for that Super Bowl?
To get in out my room, there was like a little punching bag.
Mm-hmm.
And for defensive end, I did swim techniques and spin techniques. To act like the punching bag was an actual defender, and I had to get past it.
Yeah.
To enter my room or get out my room.
Every time you had to go into your room or leave your room, there was a speed bag, about a 5-foot-tall speed bag, standing in front of his room where he had to use a swim move or some sort of move to get in and out. So he was working his techniques, preparing that game. You played defensive end for that game, and you balled out of control for that game. You were determined to win, huh?
Yeah.
And this football that's right here is encased, has all the coach's signature on there from that game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got your game-winning cleats. They're upstairs, the flash cleats. They're one of your favorites, huh? Yeah. So tell us a little bit. You started off with soccer, then you transitioned to football, and you wrestled after football season too. How well did you do in wrestling?
I did good.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I had a couple tournaments that I got first place and third place.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people enjoyed watching me wrestle, and I didn't even know it.
Yeah. You got a lot of your medals, too many medals to bring downstairs. They're still on display in your room. Joe Boo says hi.
What's up, Joe Boo?
And Aunt Sonya says that talent runs in the family. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that one. I'd have to agree. And we talked about football in the Super Bowl, but you also played in the Hall of Fame game. Remember that game? That weekend, that was a crazy weekend. But what was the experience like in playing in some of those games?
Well, it was actually fun.
Mm-hmm.
Playing against taller and tougher competition.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we still lost, we still played good.
Mm-hmm.
It was cold.
It was cold.
And got cut short.
Yeah, the mishap at the end, but we still prevailed and we came together as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that. And you've gone to public schools, and then you transitioned over to a private school throughout your middle school years. What was it like to go to a private school?
It was actually better in my opinion.
Yeah? Why is that?
Because I felt more free.
Mm-hmm.
Teachers helped.
You felt
a
more
lot
free?
to learn. I learned a lot.
You learned a lot. The class sizes were smaller, and the teachers were more able to be more one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
And Coach Steve said that you were a pleasure to coach in the years that he coached you in football too. Pretty sure he's looking forward for you getting back out on the field one day.
Mm-hmm.
So going to private school, what activities did you take a part of? You did to help you out. You did some science projects, right?
Mm-hmm.
You were in a couple school plays, right?
Yes.
And you were in the school band, right?
Yes.
Can you explain your experiences with any of those?
Yes. We were supposed to have a play last year,
Mm-hmm.
but they got cut short due to COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And I offered to play Martin Luther King because it was taking place in the Civil Rights Movement and World War II.
Mm-hmm.
In the school band, I played the drums,
Yep.
the guitar, and piano for the first time. And I actually had some fun with it.
Mm-hmm. You participated in the science fair,
Mm-hmm.
and that was sports. You did a sports theme on that. That was about basketball and airing the balls and how high they dribble and stuff. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. And not only with sports, being a student athlete, but you've traveled a couple places too. Do you remember any of the places what are some of the places that are most memorable for you that you've been to?
Florida.
Okay. Miami, huh?
And Orlando.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
On the cruise,
Mm-hmm.
went to Freeport,
Mm-hmm.
the Bahamas, and I don't remember the
Grand
rest.
Turk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I really think of.
Have you ever gone to Dallas, Texas?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can't forget about your buddy out there, huh? Yep. And so you've gone there, and you got to participate in one of my book signings when you went out there, and got to see your buddies from football when you went to Dallas, Texas. But some of your interests, I know you're interested in space and NASA. How did that interest come about? Why are you so interested in space and NASA? And explain what your interests are.
Well, it started from stars, and I moon gazed and started looking at stars at night, and I just started liking it. So I just done some research on NASA and space
Mm-hmm.
and stars, different planets.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite planet?
Venus.
Okay. Why is that? It's comparable to Earth?
Mm-hmm.
How so?
Actually, I think it's bigger than Earth.
Mm-hmm. Anything else about Venus? Or stars or galaxies? What else have you learned about other galaxies?
Well, in stars constellation, there's lots of planets,
Mm-hmm.
and they have 2 suns, so it's dry there a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Has alien life forms.
Yeah, I know you're waiting to get to that one. Talk about some aliens, man.
There's a lot of different aliens.
Okay, tell us about some. And why do aliens pique your interest?
My favorite are the Nordics because they're nice. They're willing to help you,
Mm-hmm.
and they're from the planet Venus.
Okay. All right. And what do aliens look like? The ones that you've seen, studied, and researched, at least so far.
There's tall whites, the talls and small grays with big heads and black eyes.
Mm-hmm.
The Nordics actually look like humans. The reptilians.
Is that all from Area 51 or 54, whatever? Okay. Or Roswell? You were telling.
The small grays are from Roswell, the Roswell crash.
Okay. All right, and I know that you used like to watch a little bit of sci-fi with some alien movies too, as well. And we were talking a little bit where you like NASA, and you eventually want to build fighter planes, spaceships, and learn more about astrology, right? Tell us a little bit about that. What's your peak with NASA?
I like NASA because they can travel to space and use space telescopes to look at different planets. They can see space debris, the moon.
So many, a couple different things out there. They can see past this galaxy. And I know that you talked about that you eventually want to travel out into at least ride a spaceship and travel far beyond where you think you can at least. Coach Steve is asking, you grew up in church. Do you pray regularly? Oh, putting you on the spot. So not as much as you used to though, but more you haven't. It's not a forgotten art, huh?
Yes.
Gotcha. Because you used to read the Bible a lot when you were younger, huh? Yeah. That's a good question. What was it like to play in the school band, being that you never played an instrument before?
Actually fun.
Yeah. You had a couple concerts. And what instruments did you play in those concerts?
First concert was a guitar.
Okay.
And then my last one was the drums and piano.
Okay. And is that something you think you'd like to pick back up again or stick with? Learn how to play an instrument? Okay. And with the school play, the one play didn't happen because the week it was supposed to go, the day it was supposed to happen, that's when the shutdown happened too. So it was postponed and now it's just totally been canceled. So you had all that practice and all that studying for a play that you never got to put on, and you were going to be Dr. Martin Luther King, huh? And so the first play that you were in the year before, do you remember what your character was for that play?
This guy who had a green apple on his face.
The painting, right? Yeah, the painting that came to life. And was that your first time acting on stage?
I think so, yeah.
Actually, it wasn't. You've done church plays. You were the baby Jesus when you were a baby before in a church play. Yeah, but
the wolf.
Yeah, you were a wolf too in a play. Yep, but I think that was the first time you were actually on the stage that big in a play that big. Yeah, okay. So what's it like to be entering high school now? You're reaching a new level in your life. You're stepping out your comfort zone, by doing this show. And I commend you and I applaud you for stepping out and being willing to put yourself out there. It's not easy to sit in this hot seat, is it? And having everybody look at you while I'm asking you questions and questions are coming in. So you're doing a tremendous job. But what are you excited about, and what does it feel like to be an upcoming high school student?
Feels normal.
Yeah? Okay. What are you excited about?
The prom.
A little early for that, but okay. What you excited about the prom for? Huh? You see, he's coming out of his shell now, huh? You excited? So out of everything in high school, you're excited about the prom?
Well, one of them.
Okay. What else? How many proms you gonna go to?
I don't know. Got a lot more homework. Studying new, like, high schooler things, like math, going to geometry.
Okay. So different classes you're gonna take. You were excited about sporting events. Like now you're in the big leagues with high school football, high school basketball, travel games, different other. There's gonna be clubs, the AV club, Key Club, a lot of different organizations that you can be a part of. Like Coach D, here's a question right here. It says, "What is it like to have such supportive parents and a family?" And family. That's from Coach C. What's it like to have supportive parents and a family? And we got another question after that I'll get to.
Feels great. It'll be annoying. or hard.
Yeah? It can be annoying and hard, so it sounds normal, huh?
Yeah.
Probably because your family and your parents want you to do your best.
Hmm.
And sometimes you don't always show up to and strive to do for perfection. You try and you halfway do a task, right? Okay. What's the second?
His comment.
You're doing, Auntie saying you're doing a great job. Aunt Science saying you're doing pretty great too as well. There you go. There you go. You got a supporting family right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you're entering high school. Are you gonna be what classes are you most excited about taking? Like, I would assume that since you like space and astrology, I would think that you would like some sort of science class.
Science and math.
Science and math, okay.
I'm gonna need math to learn about stars and planets.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so, what are your goals for at least the next 4 years of high school?
To do great.
Mm-hmm.
Get a scholarship somewhere.
Okay. What kind of scholarship? A scholastic scholarship or athletic scholarship?
Athletic.
Okay. And that goes along with this next question that just came in. I don't know who it's from, but do you expect to continue playing sports in high school?
Yes.
Okay. What sports do you plan on taking up?
Football, basketball.
Okay. All right. Have you been lifting weights in the process?
Yes.
All right. And I forgot to ask, like after the year we won the Super Bowl, you started a new training regiment that year. What was one of the exercises that you incorporated that was probably one of you would qualify as being an annoying parent that we pushed on you?
Running with the tire.
Okay. Why is that? Can you explain what that is? How do you run with the tire? Do you run holding the tire?
You have a little backpack,
Mm-hmm.
a chain is strapped to you, and then the other side is strapped to the tire.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're holding a football, running.
Running or sprinting?
Sprinting.
Supposed to be sprinting, right? Okay. And what? You sprint down about 50 yards and sprint back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Looking like those Raiders colors that you got on. Wow. Interesting enough, that's not your favorite football team. What's your favorite football team?
The Falcons.
Why is that?
Because of Julio Jones.
Number 11. Sonya says she can't wait to cheer you on while you're playing football. And the workouts that you did, how did it help you that next season?
Got my legs stronger.
Mm-hmm.
To running faster, running people over.
Mm-hmm. You were hard to tackle,
Mm-hmm.
and you hit hard. You hit. I think that was your hardest hitting year. Yeah, there's highlight tapes. You can still hear the wood being laid, and that was practicing with that tire. You didn't believe me. The whole off season, he gave me a hard time, and he didn't believe that the exercise regimen that I was putting him through was beneficial. He thought I was torturing him. He thought you were on punishment. Many times you complained. I had to yell at you to run. You would sometimes and do all that. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then football season came, and you saw how much you didn't get tired and how much stronger you were, right? And then you became a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of trusting the process and believing and have faith, you had to go through the hardship. And then when you saw that it worked, you were like, wow. Then you were just on fire. And then after the season ends, we got to rebuild and do all that stuff again too, right?
Mm-hmm.
But remember one time you were practicing with the tire, and he threw one of my motivational moments out back at me. You remember that one? You don't remember where you said if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. And he was supposed to run with the tire, and he said, I can't run, so I'm walking. I can't walk, so I crawl. That's what you said. And I didn't have anything to say back at him. You remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty good for the moment. It ain't gonna fly for next time, but it was good for that moment. So yeah, I know that you like YouTube, like the generation, this current generation. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers?
Corey
Bro.
Genshin. Corey Genshin.
Mm-hmm.
AMP. Duke Dennis. Your Age. Wire and DJ.
Coach Clee. And what kind of videos do you predominantly watch?
Oh, destroying.
Destroying what?
Oh, destroying's like person who.
Oh, that's see, I'm.
A person who works out with NFL players.
Mm-hmm.
I usually watch highlights. Sometimes other people playing video games.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Like Madden or 2K.
Yeah. So, what gives you the inspiration now that you're going into high school, now that you're entering a new level in your life? What gives you the inspiration to want to do your best and to keep moving forward?
To do a grade note stop.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get held back.
Okay. So the inspiration would be to do a good job and to keep moving forward. Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. What's a fun fact about you that only maybe you or I or some of your buddies or whatever, what's a fun fact about you that you can share with us?
Me and my two friends, we made a movie.
Okay.
Called The Clown That Creeps.
Uh-huh. And tell us a little bit about that movie.
We were just bored, so we came up with a movie. And I had a fake sledgehammer and a clown mask. So we used that as props to make a movie.
What kind of movie? Was it a funny movie, a horror movie?
Horror movie.
Okay. And what was your character in that movie?
A civilian.
A civilian that, what? What happened to you?
Nothing, I was just running.
Oh, yeah, that scene. But show me that scene that you were supposed to be running fast. You remember what your part was?
When Kenton was following me, so I was just running.
Yeah.
Fast.
You guys were standing in place but running, trying to make the scene, but your lips. You remember that? Trying to make it seem like you were out of breath. Cool fun fact. How long did it take you guys to make that movie?
About an hour and a half.
Yeah, it wasn't too long. You guys recorded it and saved it, and have you looked at it since? Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. So what's a goal of yours? Where do you see yourself? I know this is kind of a loaded question. Where do you see yourself after you graduate high school?
Successful.
Successful where? Doing what? You see yourself successfully going to college?
College, sports, or business.
Okay. All right. What college do you think you want to go to?
HBCU.
Okay.
Duke, North Carolina, or UCLA.
Oh, wow. Okay. Why North Carolina?
Because I like Duke.
Ah, I thought you could say your brother could come see you play.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And let me ask you this. What's your favorite book?
Myths and Legends.
Myths and Legends. Why is that your favorite book?
Talks about Native Americans practicing magic that could turn into animals.
Okay.
And one was a werewolf. Just being a typical werewolf. Haunting.
Mm-hmm.
Being indestructible.
Okay. How many times?
Creepy.
How many times have you read that book?
Twice.
Twice. Okay. All right. It's a good book. You have any other books, or is that the main one?
Project Blue Book in the UFO Files.
Okay.
Talks about how they started since the Roswell crash.
Mm-hmm.
And then they started studying UFOs from there. I like sports books, superhero books.
Remember when I had you read Who Moved My Cheese? What was that book about? You remember?
Not really.
You don't remember about the two, him and Haw and the mice? And they had to get through the maze? Yeah, okay. All right, you might have to refresh it a little bit. But I know that you read that probably been about 3 years. Probably 3 or 4 years ago. Okay. All right. Is there anything else that you want to say? Your floor is yours. Anything else you want to talk about?
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on the show. You're doing a tremendous job. You got the displays up here. Got your stuff from kindergarten. Got your game ball. You're in here. Got your twisties going on, man. You look real good. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. You have fun?
Yeah.
Was it as bad as you thought?
No.
A little nervous?
Mm-mm.
Not nervous at all? Okay, you did a good job. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. You do a lot of good things behind the scenes. You're doing a lot of good things for the community. You really are, and I know that you're going to grow and be a successful person. So I'm highly proud of you. And I know, again, like I said, it's not easy to sit in the hot seat. You don't see all these lights around us. You don't really have anything to look at, and you're answering the questions wonderfully. So keep it up. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You know why I do this show?
Why?
Because I put on to put on. And I say that to say this. If you got a business, product, or positive message that you're looking for a platform to get that information out there, let me know. Inbox me, text me, get a hold of me. I will schedule an appointment so you too can sit in the hot seat and get that information out. We'll have fun. Again, if you have a business, product, or positive message, we'll give you that platform to get that information out there, okay? I want everyone to evolve so hard and live their life with a purpose. You know who my next guest is? You know who my guest is next week? You got to tune in and see. Yeah, he sneak watches some of the shows on YouTube. He don't watch them all because I asked him about the format, and I was a little embarrassed because he didn't know about all the format. But that's okay. I know you got a whole bunch of other things going on, right? I do have a gift for you for coming on the show. From me to you, that's my gift to you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. And we got to finish the show doing one more thing. You know what it is?
The money dance.
Yeah, let me see it. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he did it in that video I posted too. Good job. She's a motivational speaker. Your empowerment coach. Your often your favorite baker's favorite baker, Coach Clee, coming at you. I'm sitting here right here with the boom. He did a wonderful job, and his theme song was playing. Make sure you check out, tag, like, and share this post. This is the first time he's gone live in the lab officially. He's making his debut as a high schooler. It's the back to school bash. You did a wonderful job. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. Have a good night. Stay safe. Peace.